Well, here we are in the rehearsal studio. Is this the main rehearsal studio?
This is rehearsal room 1.
Okay, at Rhubarb Productions in the bowels of the May Wilson Theater. And we're talking to Evie Koop about, well, things that have happened and things that are going to happen. Most especially, Elf Jr. is coming out. So, Evie, tell us about Elf Jr.
The show is going to be cute. It's going to be really, really fun. The School of Performing Arts is putting on this production, and there's about 35 kids that are in it, ages, grade 2 roughly to grade 8. So right now a lot of our high school students are busy with their high school shows, and we thought, you know what, why make those kids that are coming up in that, why make them wait until the high schoolers are available? Let's get them doing a show right now too. So as a result, there's a lot of the certain roles that are for older people are being played by younger kids. For instance, security guards are being played by people in grade 2. So they're coming up. You got a problem here, Mr. Hobbs? And they're like half the height of Buddy.
You got a problem?
They're trying to make their voices low, but it's so this show it's really great. It's really about supporting the youth of the community and the children of the community and how they are exploring their creativity. This is also a junior production, which means that it's a real live Broadway show, but that usually runs 2.5 hours. They've condensed it down to 60 minutes. And what we've done is we've put in a 15-minute intermission into the middle, so that makes it possible for families with small kids to come in and watch half an hour, then go out into the foyer, meet Santa. Santa's gonna be
my best elf impression.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, they'll get a chance to meet Santa in the foyer and do a bunch of other different things out there, different picture fun things, and then go back in and see the rest of the show, another half hour. So really, the running time of the whole show is 60 minutes, action-packed and fun, which I think is sometimes something that families with young children are really excited about coming to see, because not only does it inspire their kids to be creative and to work as a team and to explore their singing and their dancing and their music, but as well, it's short enough that whether it's family members that can't sit still, that are younger or older, that don't want to sit very long, this is a great show for all of them to come together as a family and experience live theater.
And it's interesting that you're running the gamut of audience things. Billy Bishop Goes to War was for the adults in the community, and now we've touched on the young kids. Yeah. And how many shows? You have 6 shows in the season?
Well, in our professional season, we have 7 shows, and this show actually isn't in our professional season. No, this is just a School of Performing Arts show. Now, we're used to having the School of Performing Arts show in June as part of the season, and in June the School of Performing Arts will be doing 2 more shows, Lion King and the Aristocats.
Oh man,
yeah,
you're so busy.
We wanted to give those kids, because the reception has been so huge in June, and they've done such a wonderful job in the June shows, which have been Seussical, Shrek, and the numbers have been growing in the school. So we wanted to give more kids a chance to have more roles, so that they could, all have greater challenges and successes throughout the year. So that's why we added a few more shows for the School of Performing Arts, and maybe eventually we'll just have a School of Performing Arts season, so that they can have their own season ticket. But we did include the June shows still as the complimentary ticket for our season subscribers. So
for the 6 people who have never watched Elf the movie, what's the storyline?
First of all, once you watch it once, you'll probably watch it another 25 times, maybe all in the same month. It's a catchy.
You're only doing
show.
4 shows. How are they going to do that?
Well, the film. If they started watching that at home, you'll get hooked. Just saying, you'll get hooked. But it's the story of this guy who finds out after having grown up at the North Pole and thinking he's an elf, which is just absurd because all the elves are this small and he's 6.5 feet.
Played by Will Ferrell in the movie.
Yes,
So, yeah.
and so very funny. He discovers that he's a human, and so he goes from the North Pole through the candy cane forest down to New York to find his dad, who's on the naughty list. And his dad is a book publisher who is having trouble managing his time and ignoring his family. And anyway, through all of this, Buddy is able to revitalize New York and their belief in the holiday spirit and in Santa Claus, and ultimately find his family and find where he fits and restore a lot of relationships. But all done in a really humorous and ridiculous, funny way. And
you're directing it?
I'm directing it.
How much of a challenge is that then, to be ridiculous? Because you're such a control person.
I know, I'm very controlled. I have no ridiculousness in me at all. Just ask my kids. Yeah. William's a hoot these days. Very funny. But no, it's been a lot of fun. The toughest part has been actually to help the kids see this, the parallel between the realism in the acting and the comedy. And that in order to have really great comedy, you have these straight characters that work alongside them. And I'm finding that sometimes the straight characters are the ones that are needing a little bit more time. But in the same token, being completely free, like the Buddy character is, Buddy the elf is the main character, that takes some incredible confidence and and
I think thinking is a word that comes to mind for me, that they have to think beyond just being kids, have to think of how you want to be portrayed and be understood by parents or people watching.
Yeah, well, you have to be, in a way you have to think about it, and you have to assess and realize that you are controlling the scene, you are moving the scene forward, and be comfortable with that cartoonish type of acting. But in addition, they have to be able to get rid of that thinking and that assessment of what they're doing and when they're doing it. They just have to just explode and just live in that moment. And I've discovered through the last few weeks more and more experiences where our kids at the School of Performing Arts are taking those experiences where they have to take control of a situation in real life, where they have to be confident to address a certain situation that's happening in their real life. And I'm seeing so many parallels to what they're learning in their acting classes. So I don't know, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm really contributing to their development, but also their leadership qualities in the community too, and in their respective schools and all of that. So it's pretty exciting to see them grow up.
And you got 4 shows. What dates are they, Evie?
The dates of Elf the Musical Junior is December 7th through 9th at 7 p.m. And we have one matinee as well, December 9th at 2 p.m. So that's Thursday through Saturday. And on the closing day on Saturday, we have a matinee and an evening show. So a really great opportunity, fully understanding and fully respecting there's going to be many families with kids to have a more relaxed performance, and allow people to come in who have limitations on not being able to come at night. And I think I just really want to see people come.
And of course, the evening shows, costuming is wonderful.
Yeah, well, they wear costumes for all the shows. But
there's not going to be a hair version?
No. We're not that kind of school. No, they're going to the costuming. Some of the costumes we actually unveiled at Sunday with Santa, when they Rhubarb Jam, our junior ambassadors, volunteered with Saskwater for the Health Foundation, and so just colorful and very, very fun. So, yeah.
That's going to be wonderful. Cost,
all available on the website, and these tickets are significantly cheaper than our regular professional
Yep.
season, as is understandable because we're not flying in professionals. And
You have to pay the actors as much.
yeah, yeah.
Pizza gets a lot.
You know, I
Cheese
ordered
boxes.
pizza the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah. But yeah, so all those details can be found at our website, www.rubarb.ca, as well as by calling the box office, the Ruber box office, which I'm pointing over here, which means nothing to all of you on TV land.
The office is over there.
It's over there, so just
Yeah,
walk that way, please.
Stage left through
Watch
the
out for any
wall.
walls.
Through the wall.
But at 217 Main Street, in the basement of the Moose Jaw Cultural Center, right at the bottom of the elevator, so nice and easy to get to.
306.
306 693 1771.
Yeah, that's good.
Good.
Well, it's going to be fun. How many people in the play? Well, you said there's 35 kids.
Yeah. So it's a busy stage. Absolutely.
Wow. Well, I hope you have a really good turnout of audience. It's a perfect time for people to come and enjoy. That gets you in the mood for Christmas.
Absolutely.
7th to 9th. 7, 8, 9. Plus there's a matinee on the 9th.
Yep.
So it'll be a good time.
And you know, lots of grandparents buying tickets to take their grandkids. Lots of families buying tickets to take their 2-3-year-olds. William, he's 3, and he just cracks up, and he's singing songs from the show, "Happy all the time, happy," and he just keeps singing them over and over. This is a great show, literally for all ages. So,
Well, break a leg.
thank you.
Okay. That wraps us up here at Rhubarb Productions. So when we come back, we'll have some more interesting news for you about things happening in our city. So don't go away.